Peter's Magical Adventure. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom far, far away, there was a young boy named Peter. Peter lived in a small village on the outskirts of the kingdom, and he spent most of his days exploring the nearby woods and fields. One day, while he was out exploring, Peter stumbled upon a hidden grove of trees. The grove was unlike any other he had seen before. The trees were taller and greener, and their leaves seemed to sparkle in the sunlight. As Peter wandered through the grove, he noticed a small clearing at its center. In the clearing stood a magnificent tree, its trunk as wide as 3 men and its branches stretching up to the sky. The tree's leaves were a shimmering gold, and Peter could feel the magic radiating from it. Peter approached the tree and touched its trunk. Suddenly, the tree began to glow, and a voice boomed out, "Who dares to touch the golden tree?" Peter stepped back in surprise, but he was not afraid. He answered, "My name is Peter, and I mean no harm. I was just exploring the woods." The tree spoke again, "Peter, you are brave to come here alone. But since you have shown respect to the golden tree, I will grant you a wish." Peter was amazed. He had heard of magical wishes before, but he never thought he would have the chance to make one. He thought for a moment and said, "I wish to have a magical adventure." The tree rustled its leaves and said, "Very well, Peter. You shall have your adventure. But beware, for the road ahead will be dangerous." With that, Peter set out on his adventure. He traveled through dark forests and over treacherous mountains, encountering all sorts of magical creatures along the way. He had to use all his wits and courage to overcome the challenges he faced, but he never lost his determination. Finally, after many weeks of travel, Peter arrived at a castle. The castle was surrounded by a moat filled with fierce crocodiles, and its walls were guarded by fierce knights. Peter knew that he had to get past the castle if he wanted to complete his adventure. He searched for a way to cross the moat and found a small boat hidden nearby. He paddled across the moat and landed at the castle's walls. He then used his wit to trick the guards and gain entry into the castle. Once inside, he discovered that the castle was home to an evil sorcerer who had been terrorizing the kingdom. Peter knew that he had to defeat the sorcerer if he wanted to complete his adventure. He searched the castle and finally found the sorcerer's secret lair. The sorcerer was waiting for him, and a fierce battle ensued. Peter fought with all his might, but the sorcerer was powerful, and it seemed like Peter was going to lose. But then, he remembered his wish and called upon the magic of the golden tree. Suddenly, a burst of magic energy filled the room, and the sorcerer was defeated. The castle was safe, and the kingdom rejoiced. Peter returned to the golden tree and thanked it for his adventure. The tree said, "You have shown courage and bravery, Peter. But remember, the greatest adventures are the ones that come from within." With that, Peter returned to his village, filled with newfound confidence and courage. He knew that he would never forget the lessons he had learned on his magical adventure, and he would always cherish the memory of the golden tree.